1927, 36 people started Ardmore Baptist Church in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Since that time, God has been doing amazing things in the life of our congregation, and God is going to continue to do amazing things in the life of this community of faith. Today, you're going to have the opportunity to hear from the members of our pastoral staff about things that have happened in the past year that they've been so excited about, things that they feel like God is doing in the coming year, and what they love about serving at Ardmore Baptist Church.
My name is Gina Brock, and I'm the Associate Pastor.
My name is David Fitzgerald, and I am the Minister of Worship, Music, and Arts here at Ardmore.
I'm Lee Ritchie. I'm the Minister with Children and Families, and this coming January I'll be here 5 years.
My name is Dane Martin, and I am the Student Minister here at Ardmore Baptist. Been here a little over 3.5 years now.
My name is Danielle Fowler. I'm the Minister of Invitation and Hospitality. I've been in this position for almost 3 years, but I've been a member of Ardmore since 1995.
My name is Amy Gallagher, and I'm the Minister of Missional Engagement, and I have been on staff for 4 weeks.
So in the last year we've been doing a lot of listening, and especially to the children. We've been trying to listen and pay attention to what their interests are, what they are learning about God, and where they see God in their lives.
One of the most exciting things is we introduced a Coffee with the Pastor event once Tyler came on board, and we had the opportunity to sit down with some folks who were new to us and had not become members and wanted to know more about the church, and we were able to make connections with them in community.
Over this past year, we have started some different study options on Wednesday evenings. We're doing adult seminars, and during the last set of options, we studied a book by N.T. Wright called Surprised by Hope.
About almost a year ago, I got together with our children's minister, Lee Ritchie, and another mom, Leslie Heggie. So we decided to put together a program called POPS, which stands for Parents of Preschoolers. And we invited any parent who had a child that was 0 to age 5, and we put together a program where they could come and have free breakfast and free childcare if they needed it, and we provided a space for community.
Well, as we look into a new year, I'm really excited about the opportunity to really invest in the lives of college students. I feel like there's some untapped potential and some untapped opportunity to really dive into what college students need and what does that look like, and just answering some of those big questions of what that can be. I'm also just super excited about missional moments that we may have with our youth and our college, of investing in others' lives from around our city that we don't normally interact with and engage with in a given moment in life.
We are planning to do a music missions trip to Brazil. We'll be working with some missionaries there at the Memorial Baptist Church, and we'll have opportunities to go and do concerts in churches, concerts in the community, into schools, and really wherever God opens doors for us, just to share the love of Christ through music and testimony. We'll probably have some opportunity to do some teaching or preaching as well. So we're excited about that possibility.
I've discovered that these folks really care about each other. They want the best for each other. And they care about people in our world. And they take Jesus' message seriously, and they care about being here and supporting one another, but they also want to be outside these walls, and they want to be sharing love.
But the first thing that comes to my mind about this church, really the abundance of talent that is here, and the diversity in music styles and in worship. And even though there's diversity, the thing that just brings it together is the people love serving. And they are a servant-hearted group of musicians, and that's a huge blessing. They love giving their time and their talents and serving the Lord.
And one of the great things is seeing how when people walk through the door as a guest, we can help to connect them not only to Jesus, but to other people who care and love them, and can provide a warm and inviting place where they can find community and connection and watch them grow in their faith.
I'd say as we look forward in the next decade, something for us to be thinking of and looking forward to as a church is really listening to what God's call is for us, and noticing that in Scripture that God's call for us is always to step out into unknown and stepping out in faith. And it's always hard and it's always scary, but people did scary and hard things when they didn't feel equipped to do it, because God walked with them and equipped them along the way.
And so I think that if in 10 years our children who we're still working with and our youth who have graduated from children's ministry, if they can know that God is always with them and that they can cling to their faith and cling to God in action, and then serve others, then we're gonna have done our job well.
I hope that in 10 years we have a narrow and a deep focus on the missional aspect of what we do. Things that are intergenerational, that can bring focus to our entire community. I hope that what you see is a congregation that's on fire, that is out in the community, that we are out beyond the four walls of this church, able to meet needs through the gifts and the passions that God has given us.
In 10 years, what I would love to see happening here at Ardmore is that this place cannot contain the people that want to fit in the walls on a Sunday morning, and then the people that want to go out and serve and be the light of Christ in the world, to this neighborhood, to our city, and to share the good things, the good news of what Jesus wants to do in their lives. And my hope would be that we would be bursting at the seams, and that people would just naturally be talking about what Jesus is doing in their lives.
In the book of Acts, the early church is described this way at the end of chapter 2. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and fellowship, to the breaking of bread and prayers. Awe came upon everyone because many wonders and signs were being done by the apostles. All who believed were together and had all things in common. They would sell their possessions and goods and distribute the proceeds to all as any had need. Day by day, as they spent much time together in the temple, they broke bread at home and ate their food with glad and generous hearts, praising God and having the goodwill of all the people. And day by day, the Lord added to their number those who were being saved. That's what we aspire to be here at Ardmore Baptist Church. We aspire to be a church that fellowships together, that prays together, that sings together, that pools our resources together so that we can do acts of justice in our community. And we're inviting you to be a part of that. You've heard from our wonderful pastoral staff about ways that God is calling them into the future. And now, how about you? How are you called to use the gifts and the talents that God has given you to help further the mission of the gospel through Ardmore Baptist Church?